In the video tutorial for the bacon and eggs, I show you a technique called the clipping mask. And I work on this piece of bacon. So I start out with these four objects. We've got basically the background or the shape of the bacon, and then there's kind of like a stripe here, and a stripe here. All right, so four pieces total, or four objects total. We want to mask out these three, I don't know, like fat stripes that go inside the bacon. We want to mask those out with the shape of the bacon, like on the right. So in the tutorial, I show you one method, but I also want to show you another, maybe simpler method. Okay, so let me show you the first method so you can see the difference side by side. The first method is that I mask each one of these three objects individually. So the first thing I do is I select this bacon shape and I copy it, Command C, and then I do Shift Command V on the keyboard to paste in place. That pastes in above the object that I want to mask. And then I select one of these objects. So I'm going to select this, the one down here on the leftmost object. Okay, so I have to have my clipping mask and the object that I want to mask selected at the same time. I right click and I choose Make Clipping Mask. And I am able to mask out that one object. So then I mask out the next object. I still have my bacon shape in memory, so I can go Shift Command V to paste in place again. Hold Shift and select my middle stripe that I want to mask, and so that it's selected at the same time as the mask, right click and choose Make Clipping Mask. And now I can do this a third time for the right hand object. Shift Command V to paste another mask. Shift and then click on my object. Choose Make Clipping Mask. Okay, in this way I can mask out all three of these, let's call them stripes. I can mask out all three of these stripes individually. So if I would like to select them and edit them, I can do that individually without affecting any of the others. So for example, if I wanted to move one of these, like let's say the center one or this middle one, I would select it, right click and choose Release Clipping Mask, and then I can move that. Okay, I can hold Shift and reselect my mask object, choose right click and choose Make Clipping Mask and remask it. Okay, so that's the way I showed you in the video, but let me go back and undo all this. All right, let's do it a different way. All right, so I'm going to do it just a quicker and easier way. I'm going to just make one mask and mask all three of these objects at the same time. So I'm going to select my background object that I'm going to use as a mask. I'm going to copy by hitting Command C and then Shift Command V to paste in place. And that should paste above, and it didn't this time, so let me just go ahead and say bring to front. It didn't do it. Let's see. That's strange. Let me do it again. Command C, Shift Command V. Okay, there we go. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm making a copy of that, that bacon object. You can see that the original is behind, and I just moved the top one out of the way. So let me Command Z and put that right back. All right, so here's my mask. I'm going to select my three stripes. We'll call them stripes. All right, so I've got my three stripes selected plus the mask. I'm going to right click and choose Make Clipping Mask, and it masks them all at the same time. All right, so it's a little bit more efficient than what I'm showing you in the video, maybe a little easier. Thing is, when I click and drag these, I am selecting all of them, or they're all coming with the mask. Okay, so if I want to edit one of these, like I did before, and I want to move it, then I just do release clipping mask, and they all release, and then I can move. Whoops. Then I can move the one that I want to move, and I can then redo the clipping mask by selecting all the objects again and choose Make Clipping Mask. Alright, so just two different methods. I wanted to show you this way. I want you to know that even though in the video, in the tutorial, I showed you how to mask each one of these objects separately, you can mask multiple objects using the same mask.